Hey, this is Matt. Once again, what about to the video is another paid request, this time from Wayne. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, reviews, topics, reactions, commentaries, what have you, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for another episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, Season 4, Episode 6, The Carpool Lane. Which the gist of it is Larry David, writer of Seinfeld, among others, someone he knows, their father died, but he's got these tickets to the Dodgers. He's going to ask, hey, you got an extra ticket? How you going to use it? Oh, no, I got to take it care of. Oh, okay. So him and his buddy leave. But someone else helps him get these Dodger tickets. At the same time, he wants to get this medical marijuana for his father, who's got glaucoma. Also, he gets jury duty, but he gets out of it because as soon as he gets in there, and they're asking him questions, he says a racist comment so he could get out of it. And, Larry David works well in this type of scenario throughout this show, at least the little bits I've seen, where he really centers on awkwardness, his eccentric awkwardness of what kind of character he is. Like, even just buying weed, and there's this guy, and he's like, well, do I do this? Do I do this? Oh, I put my hand on it? Okay, I put my hand on it. Just walk away, sir. Okay, well, here's the money. Like, which way do I walk? It don't matter, sir. Just walk wherever. Oh, I'll walk over here. Oh, wait, I gotta go this way. It's a lot funnier than I'm making it sound. Just walk, just walk, just walk. So it gets to a point where he goes to the Dodger game, but traffic's so crazy. There is a carpool lane, but it's like, oh, I can't do it just by myself. So there's a woman, and I reckon I've seen this woman before, but I cannot remember her damn name. I know I've seen this actress before. Bigger lady. I wish I could remember where I saw her before. She's so familiar. But he's like, hey, you want to get in? She says she's in the car now. I can go in the carpool lane. And she orders, how am I going to get paid? But then, okay, I'll go with the game to you. Well, I only got one ticket. Oh, yeah? How come these are two tickets? Gets her to go to the game. And looks like they really did shoot it when the game was playing. And that's what got into the most fascinating part of the episode for me. Is this episode saved a man's life. Sincerely. Because there was a guy named Juan. And from what I understand, his brother was into stuff. And then because of that, he was accused of murdering a guy. He said, what are you talking about? It wasn't me. So they were ready to arrest him, and he was in, okay, you don't go to death row. Open and shut case. But he said, wait a minute, there were people filming there when I was at the Dodger game. So the lawyer of Juan went to the producers of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Let's look through your footage. And they saw and had filmed Juan with, I think, one of his kids going up, sitting down, all this stuff. And then the other lawyers like, well, he could have gone up and left and come back. It's like, no, he got a phone call from his wife or girlfriend or whatever, and it pinged the tower right by the Dodger. Like, he was there at the time where there's no way he could have done it. And then later they did eventually find who did it, who did get into death row. So yeah, this show, because at the right time, at the right moment, was filming, and they got one, and it was able to save the guy's life. And that is, again, the fascinating, I think, launch shot it was called, like some type of documentary about it. That is pretty fascinating. I thought that was pretty interesting, and that, I mean, the episode was fun enough. I mean, I wouldn't say it was laugh out loud hilarious, but it was fun enough. I mean, when they're at the game, she's getting a little bit miffed that he's ignoring her. He's like, "You better pay attention to me. You know, yeah, I will pull a titty out. No, no, don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Okay." But then he kind of warms up to her because he sees these guys that he put in a, a kind of a formal acquisition to join their golf club, and they see her, and Larry David doesn't know what to say, so he tells the truth, saying, "Hey, you know what? If you need a good blowjob, she offers them." That's what she says. Like he's just being honest, and thought that was nice that eventually he did like warm up to her and kind of didn't do the typical. Oh, she. Like I said, him being honest in that moment was kind of refreshing. Because you just see in typical show it would go a different way. Him annoying her or him, but no, this isn't me. Is it? No, he's like, okay, fuck it, I'll just be honest. This is who this person is. And pretty much the two go back and smoke weed with Larry David's dad. And Larry David's dad is having fun, but then with Larry David, he gets paranoid. He starts yelling at a mirror. So there's him being very quiet, but his mirror self being very angry and self-destructive verbally. Oh, another thing that happened was that the guy that went to the Dodger game, whose father passed away, he's there, but there's an empty seat. And Larry David's like, "Wait a minute, you got an empty seat." Oh, okay. But he gets a bit perturbed about that because later the guy's car's broken down. "Oh, why don't you let your dad push it?" "Oh, yeah, there he is, right?" Which is a dickish thing to do. And then without noticing, he lets the guy hold his jacket while he goes to the bathroom, comes out, the cops grab him, and that's, oh my god, the medical marijuana is in there. And so at the end, he's got to go in and tell the cops what's happening. Like I said, if I understand, a lot of it's done with ad libbing, so it kind of off the cuff momentum has a bit of a different vibe. So it makes it a little bit more unique of a vibe compared to other shows. It doesn't feel like a typical sitcom. So it does feel a bit more free with the vibes of the people in there. The Larry David, with playing the version of himself, he works well, and you see why people enjoy the show. That awkwardness, that kind of quirkiness of what the hell is this Larry David character going to do next? Such a character. And there's some funny bits of dialogue, like the hooker and him arguing, "Oh, you know what the fuck swag is?" "Oh, yeah, yeah, I do. That's swag. Guy a little bit out of his time. And I say it was interesting that this did save someone's life. I wish I could get the full info. I'd have to turn on my phone. It would take a few minutes. I guess I could. Bear with me on it. But yeah, I never watched much of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I know a lot of people quite like the show. It became very popular for, I don't know how many seasons it got. I know it got to at least 8 seasons, maybe more. It was a very beloved show, like very critically praised. And I think at times like Richard Lewis and other people show up on the show. It takes a minute for the phone to start, so bear with me, but I definitely got some fun enjoyment out of it. So I want to get the full thing here, so again, bear with me. Apparently the neighbor's rooster, they agree with my opinion on this. Given their approval. Okay, you can let me type. Curb your enthusiasm. If I learn how to type. Okay. Yeah, there's a Netflix documentary. I think that's the one called Long Shot. Yeah. So this was 2017 this came out. So Long Shot, Curb Your Enthusiasm, the true crime documentary. In May 2003, a 16-year-old girl named Martha was shot to death on the doorstep of her LA home, days after testifying about two murders allegedly committed by her ex-boyfriend Jose. Some months later, police arrested 24-year-old Juan Catalan for Pablo's death. The police reason carried out the hit on the orders of Jose and Catalan's brother Mario. He was placed behind bars pending trial. If found guilty, he would have received the death penalty. I'm trying to think, like, what made them suspect him, like, specifically. However, he had an alibi. When Pablo was murdered, he claimed he was at a Dodger Stadium watching the home team get defeated by the Atlanta Braves. Although Catalan's lawyer tried and failed to find footage of Catalan in Dodger Stadium at the time of the murder, neither the Dodger Vision or live TV footage of the game showcased Catalan distinctly enough to let him off. Just so happened that an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, Season 4's The Carpool Lane, was also filming at the stadium that night. It was first shot for Curb Your Enthusiasm, time crows and all, that got Catalan's case dismissed. Better yet, in the footage that got him off, Catalan brushes right against Larry David, seconds before Larry raises his arms in a gesture of mock triumph. Looking back, it seems completely orchestrated, although in reality it was a 1 in a million shot. Larry David's interview for Long Shot. Catalan's lawyer calls Larry a mega huge Hollywood star, and Larry responds with a withering eye roll. Catalan cries with gratitude. Larry shrugs off the whole incident with, maybe so I could impress a date with. That's just that about it. He has a very unique vibe to it that I just see why people enjoyed it. But yeah, I guess Long Shot's like a short documentary. It's a 40-minute one. That'd be something I might be interested in giving a look sometime, if I can find it. But yeah, that is just crazy, man. That is just very fascinating. I can see why they made a documentary of that. So Curb Your Enthusiasm got 11 seasons. Series premiered in October 2000. I guess they make seasons whenever they want to. It was produced, broadcast by HBO. And supposedly there's work on what may be a final season. But then someone says it might not end after season 12. So yeah, I said I thought that was a pretty interesting story. But overall, like the episode, the bit with him and then I should have looked up that actress, but I liked their interactions with each other. I thought there was some funny back and forth with that. It goes at a fast enough pace. There's really nothing that egregious that I found on it. Like nothing I thought, oh, this sucked or that sucked. Overall, yeah, it was fun. Had fun with the episode. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.